Hello everyone, welcome in my YouTube channel. In this lecture today we are going to study about जियोलॉजिकल वर्क ऑफ विंड। पवन के भूवैज्ञानिक कार्यों के बारे में आज हम इस व्याख्यान में चर्चा करेंगे। एयर इन मोशन is called as wind. Wind is one of the three major agents of change on the surface of the earth, in which other two are river and glacier. हवा जब गतिशील अवस्था में होती है तो उसे पवन कहते हैं। तीन मुख्य कारक जो पृथ्वी के धरातल पर परिवर्तन लाते हैं, जिसमें नदियों और हिमखंडों के अलावा पवन मुख्य कारक है। Wind act as a agent of erosion as a carrier for transporting particles and grains so eroded from one place, and also for depositing huge quantity of such wind-blown material at different places. हवा एक अपरदन का मुख्य कारक है जो कि अपरदित पदार्थों को एक स्थान से दूसरे स्थान पर परिवहन करके बहुत अत्यधिक मात्रा में पवन के द्वारा उड़ाए गए मटेरियल को एक अलग अलग जगहों पर निक्षेपित करता है। There are three modes of activities of wind, like erosion, transportation and deposition. पवन के तीन मुख्य कार्य इसमें अपरदन, परिवहन और परिवहन पदार्थों का निक्षेपण मुख्य रूप से है। सबसे पहले हम डिस्कस करते हैं विंड इरोजन को या पवन अपरदन को। Wind perform the work of erosion by at least three different methods. अब इरोजन भी तीन प्रकार का होता है, इसमें डिफ्लेशन, एब्रेशन एंड एट्रिशन, अपवाहन, अपघर्षण और शनिघर्षण। सबसे पहले डिफ्लेशन या अपवाहन। Lifting and removal of loose material by wind is called as deflation. This is process of removal of particle of dust and sand by strong wind. अपवाहन में लूज मटेरियल होता है जो कि हवा के साथ में लिफ्ट होकर के या बह करके एक स्थान से दूसरे स्थान पर उठता है। एब्रेशन, अपघर्षण। Wind become a powerful agent for rubbing and abrading the rock surface when naturally loaded with sand and dust particle. This type of erosion involving rubbing, grinding, polishing the rock surface by any natural agent is termed as abrasion. Third one is the attrition or shanigarshan. The particles that travel with wind collide against one another, which mutual collision leads to their further breakdown, and the process is called as attrition या शनिघर्षण कहते हैं। जब पार्टिकल हवा के साथ में ट्रेवल करते हैं और एक दूसरे के साथ आपस में टकराते हैं, म्यूचुअल कोलिजन होता है, जिससे उनका और टूटना होता है और जिससे उनकी जो साइज होती है छोटी होती है। इस प्रकार आपस में टकराने से टूटने को सन्निकर्षण कहते हैं। The wear and tear of load particle suffered by them due to mutual impact during the transportation process is termed as attrition. This is deflation process in which removal and lifting of loose sand particles. This is also picture showing the deflation hollow. They blow out sand and makes a hollow. This is the wind abrasion. The wind particles abraded and erode the rocks. Wind erosional features. Vent effects. These are the features created in the rock when the wind is directed in a single direction, and due to there is angular rock fragments are made, and this is called as vent effects. Wind aberrations, when wind particles are abraded in a single direction, aberration sign on the rock surface are clearly seen. This is called as wind aberration. Aberration is the sandblasting effect on material caused by the impact with particle carried by the wind. Frosted window in houses and artifact forms are clearly formed by the aberration. Now, pedestal rock. Here, all these pictures are shown as pedestal rock. A pedestal rock is formed basically in the desert region and in the sedimentary rocks. This is also called a mushroom rock. Here, the softest part is eroded out, and here the hard part of the rock surface is left behind, and the formation of mushroom rock or the pedestal rock is formed in the desert regions. Yardan. Yardan form in the similar way that to rock pedestal, but where the alternate layers of soft and hard rock are vertical. They are shaped by wind erosion, so the process is abrasion. The softer layer of rock are eroded much more rapidly, leaving harder ridges that are then shaped by the abrasion. Here, softer rocks are eroded and harder rocks left behind. So this is the picture is Yardan. Here also picture showing when wind blows constantly in one direction for a long time span, it can effect a net loss in surface material, particularly in the icelands also. Wind carrying sharp edges pyroclastic glasses particle is especially effective at cutting edge of vegetation at the ground level, thereby removing protective cover from the soil also. Particles carried by wind-blown impact rock surface, etching harder component into the relief. Wind from a constant direction has mobilized sand to produce these grooves in the rock, and formation of sand grooves on the rock surfaces. Sandblasting by glass shards has differentially east variation in this exposure of green tuff. So now sedimentation transport by the wind. All the features which are created by the wind erosion, and now the sediment transport by the wind. Eroded material is transported. The source of sediment. Wind is an active agent of sediment transport in nature, and material of fine particle size such as clay, silt, and sand occurring on the surface of earth are transported in huge volume from one place to another in different regions of the world. And methods of transport. The wind transport is carried out mainly by two distinctly different processes. First one is the suspension. Here, the light density clay and silt particle may be lifted by the wind from the ground and are carried high up to the upper layer of the wind, where they are moved along with the wind, and this is called transport in the suspension. And second one is siltation. The heavier and coarse sediment such as sand grains, pebbles, and gravels are lifted up periodically during high velocity wind only for short distance, and they may be dropped and picked up again and again during the transport process. Siltation is therefore a process of sediment transport in a series of jumps. So there are the two methods of transport. First one is the suspension and second one is the siltation. The transport power of the wind. The transporting power of wind depends on its velocity as also on the size, shape and density of the particle. The amount of load already present in the wind at a given point of time also determines the capacity to take up further load. So we have discussed about the erosion causes by the wind and eroded material is transported. Thank you.